And we're getting pumped and we're getting going this morning with the Murph Challenge coming up. More details just ahead.
You're watching CBS 21 News this morning.
All right, well, an annual tradition is reaching a local gym in honor of a late Navy SEAL lieutenant. And it's not only a physical and emotional test of endurance, but a reminder to thank those that have served our nation. CBS 21's Fatima Moien, she joins us with more on the challenge in Mechanicsburg. Hey, Fatima.
Hi, Kennedy. Good morning. I'm stretching here at Crunch Fitness in Mechanicsburg with Avon, a member of the gym, here to explain a little bit more about the Murph Challenge, as you just explained. Avon, tell us a little bit about what this challenge entails for folks that may not know, while we, of course, stretch out for the day ahead.
So this challenge, at first you do a mile run, then you do 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, and 300 squats, followed by another 1 mile run.
That's a lot.
It is a lot.
That's a lot for an average person.
But if you don't think you can do it necessarily, we have different options and different modified areas to do that at.
Okay, so for a modified routine, like a regular schmegular like myself and many others, what does that look like?
We have a couple different areas where you just kind of either walk down, you can do assisted pull-ups, different types of squats, and we have like little TRX bands which you can row on.
Okay.
And then if you really want to have like a challenge, we have plated vests that we got. They have weights in them to kind of simulate like real body armor, which Murph would have done.
Right, and this weighted vest, I mean, it's heavy stuff, and it's meant to be worn during this challenge, right?
Yes, it is.
Explain that. Why would, I mean, again, that weight, it mimics, that service that, the Lieutenant Michael Murphy went through. Tell us a little bit about.
So Michael Murphy would take, he'd build his own CrossFit routine, and it would involve that whole entire challenge, but he would call it the body armor challenge because he would wear his body armor vest the entire time, and it's pretty challenging.
It's heavy stuff, and this is your own from your service in the Army, right?
Yes, it is. This is from my service. I was in the Army for 4 years. And we did this pretty much every single year that I was in.
Amazing. It's Monday, it's Memorial Day, and we're celebrating along with so many of those folks that have served us. And so we're going to be checking with you in a little bit later, Kennedy, but we're going to keep on stretching. We've got quite the challenge ahead of us. I'm sending it back to you for now.
CBS 21's Fatima Moien joining us live with more on this challenge in Mechanicsburg this morning. So, Fatima, explain for viewers that may not know about this challenge a little bit more about Murph.
Hi, Kennedy. Well, I join you inside Crunch Fitness here in Mechanicsburg that is hosting the Murph Challenge. Now, a little bit about that, like you said, it's to honor those that served our country and, of course, to keep in mind their service in the mental and physical and, of course, emotional challenge. Now, this entails a mile run, 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 squats, and then another mile run. So it's an indoor-outdoor challenge, all in service and all in remembrance for those that serve our country.
All right, Fatima, that sounds like a lot. Can all people participate? Is there any way this challenge can be?
Right. I mean, this challenge is being hosted across the nation today for those, again, in remembrance of Memorial Day. And for folks that are interested in participating, you can come down to Crunch Fitness in Mechanicsburg and participate. Now, they do have modified versions of the challenge for those that want to get started, and you can be up to 13 years old to participate. And so this will be hosted today from 8:30 in the morning all the way to noon. And of course, the gym, along with many others, are not here to judge. They really would like to see folks come out.
Well, we'll check back in with you in a few minutes. Thank you. CBS 21's Fatima Moien, she's joining us with more on this challenge in Mechanicsburg. Hey, Fatima.
Hi, Kennedy. Good morning. I join you at a corner here at Crunch Fitness in Mechanicsburg, and we've been learning a lot about the Murph Challenge. I've got Avon with me. He's a member of the gym, here to explain a little bit about what that challenge entails. Avon, break it down.
All right, so again, it starts off with a 1 mile run, 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 squats, and another mile run.
All right, and this is all in remembrance of the late Lieutenant Michael Murphy for his service. And so there is a modified version, right?
Yes, there are modified versions. We have 2 different modified versions, which make it a lot easier on you.
All right, so we're going to actually learn from Avon how to properly do a squat, I know the baddies, the gym baddies, we love them, but we want to do it right this morning. So just show us how that looks like.
All right, you're just going to take your feet, square them up with your shoulders,
Okay.
put your hands center mass,
All right.
and you're just going to go down past parallel and then back up.
Easy. Now, the challenge is meant to be done with the vest. Avon, I'm going to have you pick up your own vest that you wore in the Army, right? Tell us how much it weighs.
This one weighs about, I want to say 25 pounds.
25 pounds, which we're going to put on me to
Yep.
try to attempt this weighted squat. Let's pray I don't pass out,
got it.
but do it. I mean, I don't even feel accomplished enough to just wear your vest like that. But Avon, appreciate your service.
Of course.
He is putting it on. And again, this entire challenge is meant to be done with this on, right?
Yes, it's meant to be done with this whole entire thing on, and
It's really heavy.
Yeah,
Oh my
it's
God.
nice and
Okay,
heavy.
so break it down for me slowly. Let's do this
All right.
one more time.
feet shoulder width. You're gonna go down past parallel and then up.
Was that okay?
That was good.
Let's do it again.
Let's do it again.
And we're supposed to do 300 of these.
300.
All right. Well, Kennedy, I'm going to get counting, and we're going to send it back to you for now. Avon, thank you so much.
Of course.
I'm getting tired.
CBS 21's Fatima Moien joins us with more on this challenge in Mechanicsburg. What can you tell us, Fatima?
Hi, Kennedy. Good morning. Well, all morning we've been breaking down the Murph challenge, and we've made it outside to here in the Crunch Fitness Center in Mechanicsburg, and we've been breaking down the Murph challenge. I'm going to bring in a personal trainer that works at the gym. We've got Samantha here this morning who's made this amazing visual for us, a little bit about what this means. You know, we want all folks to get, invited and involved. So tell us how this challenge can be modified for just about anybody.
Yeah, so we have everything from the full Murph with the 20-pound weighted vest and the mile run, the 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 squats, 1 mile run, all the way straight through. All the way broken down to the fourth option would be just using a band for some of the movements. So even if people have bad knees, if they don't want to run, they could power walk this little turf area that we have out here. So plenty of options for everyone, options from TRX all the way to body-weighted movements.
All right. Well, Sam, you were telling us a little bit about your experience off camera with this challenge. I mean, you've done 7 of them. So what have you seen throughout the years? What's your favorite memory when it comes to this as an annual basis?
Oh, I love that question. I think the best thing about it is watching people improve their time over the years. So it's not just a benchmark workout, but you're honoring Michael Murphy himself by doing so. And then I've shaved off everything from 30 minutes to, 10 seconds at a time.
Wow.
And it's cool to just be like, okay, the Murph challenge coming up. I want to get ready for this. I want to honor him and in the best way possible, and building a community, cheering other people on while they do the exercises.
Well, we're going to keep it pushing. We're going to have Sam show us a pull-up this morning. Now, she's got a band. Tell us about what that means for us.
Yeah, so the final option would be just using a band. So if you don't want to do a pull-up, grab a band, and then you're able to do banded rows there. And then we have TRX rows, which would be with the suspension trainer, so you angle yourself in, and then drop. And then finally, the full Murph. Obviously, I have my 20-pound weighted vest on, but up and down with those pull-ups.
All right, Kennedy. Well, we're going to check back in with you in a little bit. We're going to get working.
Fatima, explain for viewers that may not know a little bit about the Murph Challenge.
Hi, Kennedy. Good morning. I join you outside of the Crunch Fitness gym here in Mechanicsburg, and I've got a visual for you just to break down what the challenge is, what it entails, and how folks can get involved. So the full-on Murph challenge entails a weighted vest that's about 20 pounds, a mile run. We're looking at 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 air squats, again with this vest on, and then a final mile run. But for those that want to get involved, we do have different modified versions that we can break down for you. And really, the gym is looking to get started at 8:30. It's going till noon here in Mechanicsburg. Kennedy, it's really just going to be a day-long celebration. Again, keeping in mind for those that have served the country, and of course, in memory of the late Lieutenant Michael Murphy.
Yeah, it does sound like a pretty busy day ahead. Now, Fatima, can all people participate? Is there any way this challenge it can be a little bit modified?
Right, so breaking down these options, I mean, we did hear from a personal trainer just earlier that there are so many ways that folks can get involved up to age 13 years old. And so we can really see, some 100 squats holding a TRX, which is another tool to help you kind of put out your weight. Again, making it easier on your body. We've got different sort of options, 5 pull-ups, 10 push-ups, 15 squats, just again modifying that amount. And of course, you can come out here at Crunch Fitness in Mechanicsburg and ask for yourself. Reporting in Mechanicsburg, Fatima Moien, CBS 21 News. Hi Kennedy, good morning. I'm outside here in the Crunch Fitness Center in Mechanicsburg, and all morning we've been breaking down the Murph Challenge and really just what it means to the folks that are participating today. The gym today is looking to serve about 50 people, right, Sam? We've got a personal trainer with us, Sam, who's going to break down what the Murph Challenge really is to you. And again, for those coming out today in support, we're going to do some movements in just a bit, but what can you tell us, Sam?
Yeah, so the Murph Challenge is just honoring Lieutenant Michael Murphy, and one big workout to get the community together, get the body moving, get your heart rate up a little bit. We have different options for everybody. So yeah, come on out and enjoy a workout in the sunshine with us.
Right, and the mind-blowing part about this challenge is that we've been talking about all morning is that Lieutenant Murphy would wear a weighted vest, 20 pounds to his body while doing about a mile, 100 pull-ups.
Yeah.
I don't want to get this wrong. 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 squats. Another mile, 20 pounds. So we're going to do a power walk while we kind of talk about the challenge. Can you tell us how to properly power walk? Because it's not a speed run, right? It's not like completely running, but it's kind of...
you don't want to use too much momentum here. You just kind of want to move the hips,
okay.
posture, shoulders in back pocket.
Okay.
While we're cruising down and back.
All right, Sam. So you've done about 7 of these Murph challenges, right?
Correct.
What has been just like your ultimate moment where you felt yourself as a personal trainer, you know, like what was your I did it moment?
I think this is probably the second year when I did it and I beat my time for my first year. It's like that feeling of, okay, I'm not a beginner anymore, I got this. And then you just keep going and you get better every year, and that's the best part. You get to cheer other people on and give them that same experience. Hey, this is your first year. Let's see if you could even finish it, to wow, now you're beating your time.
Amazing. So Crunch Fitness here in Mechanicsburg, it's going to start the challenge at 8:30, go till 12. And of course, we want everyone to kind of come out, celebrate, and join in the fun. Reporting in Mechanicsburg, Fatima Moien, CBS 21 News.